Shout out Ruth Haymuli, tonight's lay girl. Well done, Ruth, again. Nice job. Hello, my friend.
Good to be here. Missed you guys.
Missed you too. What did you do with your latest Saturday off?
Really lazy. Yeah, I just honestly, we had some work done during the week, and then just watched a lot of football and did whatever my wife told me to do and my kids wanted me to do. So that's kind of what I did.
Always a good MO. Rest and recuperation. I think those were both made available to your guys at a pretty good time.
Yeah, and they did a great job handling it all. And we had a workout for them to accomplish and a run on Saturday. Those guys reported it in and did everything. Like, they're obedient boys, so I'm thankful I get to coach them. But we feel really good. Practice was good today. I mean, not great, but we made a lot of mistakes, which is great. You don't want to have Tuesday's practice be too good. It means that you made it too easy. We train ugly. We try to make things a little bit chaotic and try to fix it by the time we get to the weekend.
So we were in the makeup room a few minutes ago. I know you wouldn't think we would need that, but
giving away my secret.
We were getting ready for the show. It's TV magic, and the college football playoff rankings were being released as we were talking, and we find that BYU opens up at number 7, the best ever debut for BYU. There's more work to be done, of course, but a lot of respect for the Big 12 with 2 teams in the top 8 with you and Texas Tech right behind you.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes the game so exciting this weekend, and I'm just proud of the way the guys worked and that we're at this position right now. But, we got a lot of things to accomplish by the time we get to the Saturday's game. And I just want to thank all the fans that kept believing and, helping us get through these games. So thank you so much, guys.
So BYU is number 8 in the AP poll, which is one of the polls we talk about too. BYU's played a lot of football games over a lot of years, and this is the first time ever that BYU's been a top 10 AP team taking on a top 10 AP team this weekend at Texas Tech.
Yeah, really cool, and I think the opportunity of being in the Big 12 conference allows that to happen. And I mean, it's been hard playing in the conference with so many great teams and passionate fan bases, but I mean that's what we're here for, and I feel like we're right at home in this conference, and just really appreciate the partnership that we have with all the other institutions in the conference. Media
partners are a big part of this thing too. You had Fox Big Noon Kickoff at your place a few weeks ago, and now you go to Texas Tech, where ESPN College Game Day is going to be rolling into Lubbock because they know how big a game this is as well. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, looking forward to it, and just ask the guys to embrace the entire. I mean, I'm jealous. They get to play in this stuff, and they get to be in the Big 12 and get to go to Lubbock and play on that field and in that stadium in front of a hostile crowd. And so I want them to just live it up and embrace every opportunity they have coming to them this weekend. Kalani, it's hard to win any game, all right? It's really hard to win games in a row, and it's really hard to win 8 games in a row. But to do that 2 years in a row, you've gotten into November with no losses for 2 consecutive years playing in a power conference. Phenomenal. I think it's great. Yeah, I mean, thank you. But if I wish I could take all the credit, but we have amazing young men that buy in and believe in what we're getting done, and it's just not their role as a football player. It's their role as a human and as a disciple of Christ. And so I think we're being blessed for all those things. We've said that we just got to stay humble and stay hungry, and we're going to keep saying that and keep working, especially with our guest that's coming in today. Bear Bachmeyer is our guest tonight. So we're hoping it's in November to remember. November is a different kind of football. We saw that last year. Were there any lessons you take out of last November that you hope to apply this time around? Yeah, of course, because last November didn't go the way that we wanted it to, but I thought we learned a lot of lessons. And then the one thing that we've been about is learning. We have a culture of love and learn, so it'd be foolish for us not to take advantage of the opportunities that we had last year and to try to find ourselves in a better position to be successful. So we're going to work towards all that. Everything's been deliberate this entire year, and I think it's worked out the way that we've been in with our intentional movements and everything that we've done, and then taking in a new quarterback into the offense and then learning it, and he's progressing. As he's progressing, everybody else is getting better too, and I think it's great timing. We're coming off a bye, and the guys are feeling great, and
we're excited about the work that we're going to accomplish this week and excited about the game.
It all starts in Lubbock. First trip to Texas Tech in a long, long time. Interesting note before and we'll get to the Red Raiders a little later on, talk a bit more about them in depth, but I was watching the Texas Tech K-State broadcast this past week. They spent a lot of time talking about Texas Tech's linebackers coach, who's a guy named C.J. Ayu, who we know quite well, the Ayu family ties. And that's kind of a nice little touch, knowing we have that connection going into Texas Tech.
Yeah, and I mean, and you look even beyond that. I mean, C.J.'s doing a great job with his role there at Texas Tech, and you know, we have Jason's with us
right.
as assistant associate athletic director, and so he's done a great job with us and a lot of different roles, and so we know the family really well, and you know, they're going to have their guys ready. Joe McGuire is a great head coach. There's a lot of connections, and I mentioned this earlier that in the press conference yesterday that, I mean, we've always cheered for Texas Tech because Mike Leach went there, and he put the air raid there, and that's an offense that we remember cheering for back in the 80s and when Lavelle was making that happen, and so I had a great relationship with Coach Leach, and I mean, his son Cody was on our staff for a few years before he went to work with his dad at Mississippi State, and so. In a lot of ways, I mean, there's a connection to that community.
Yeah.
And I mean, they don't care about the connection. They're going to cheer against us, but we have a lot of respect for that program and a lot of respect for what they've done traditionally on the football field. And looking forward to just going on there and being in that stadium.
I'll drop a little Texas Tech trivia on you real quick. Coming into tonight, there was only one team in the Big 12 of the current Big 12 members that had never appeared in a CFP ranking. And that was Texas Tech until tonight. So they're finally in it.
Pretty cool, and Coach McGuire's done a great job with the program. I mean, they're a solid team. It's going to take our best to get them this weekend, and I'm looking forward to getting there.
All right, for a second consecutive season, as noted, BYU is 8-0 to open the season. We've seen some great plays through August, September, and October. Let's take a quick look back now at some of the best of those plays with highlights presented by Waystar. A really exciting year so far.
It's just good to get football back.
Let's just go play BYU football and show them what we got again.
The meat of BYU's resume has just happened in the last 2 weeks.
There's a bear on the loose in Provo.
BYU continues to overperform as the underdog.
But this team continues to win.
All right, let's roll through this. It started in late August. Yes, it was August 30th with a freshman quarterback making a start to open a season that had never happened, Kalani, in the long history of BYU football, that a true freshman quarterback or any kind of freshman quarterback would start a season opener, and that was Bear Bachmeier. This was the Portland State game back in the August sunshine.
Yeah, it seems like so long ago, and but what a great game and a great moment. I mean, the stadium was rocking. Thank you for all Cougar Nation showing up and making this sellout game against an FCS opponent.
And we've seen a lot of those rushing touchdowns from Bear Bachmeier this season. He's been a real weapon. His next rushing touchdown will tie him for the all-time single-season quarterback touchdown rushing record when he gets to 10.
Yeah, I'm excited for that to happen.
All right, next game was, by the way, 69-0 over Portland State. Way to go. September 6th, it was Stanford. He brought a P4 team into LaVell Edwards Stadium, the Stanford Cardinal, and this was win number 2 of 8 for BYU on the season.
Yeah, and you see Stanford. I mean, it was a good game for us, and I don't know if we played our best, but they did some things that were really different and try to pressure us and try to make it really difficult for Bear. But you know, they're working really hard, and they actually ended up beating Florida State, you know, not long ago.
So Stanford, you defeated them 27-3 final score. That was back-to-back home games to open the year. Then you took your team on the road for the first time. You went all the way out to East Carolina on September 20th.
Yeah, and after a bye, you know, we had some time to prep for that game. And being on the East Coast, we changed some things up and knew that we had to shift some of our training, and we did that. And I thought our guys did a great job showing up and playing against a really talented East Carolina team.
And that was, they're really fired up for that game. They put a lot of hype into that week.
Yeah, the stadium was packed. We had a lot of blue there, so it was nice, but it was a really cool experience being there, and you know, had a little bit of payback for them from last time we played them.
34-13 was the final, and you finished non-conference play undefeated at 3-0, which meant it was time for Big 12 play, and you opened things up in Boulder.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, it was a late night game, and that place was packed too. We had a lot of our fans there, and you know, we ran into some adversity because things didn't go our way right away, and found ourselves down in points. And it was 14-0. We're down, and I love the guys' reaction to it. Not a lot of panic and composure, especially by number 47, was really nice to see. And then we were able to come out with the victory.
BYU came back in the fourth quarter to record the 24-21 win, and BYU was 4-0, so halfway to the 8-0 start. Then you were back home, and it was a General Conference Friday night affair with West Virginia.
Yeah, that was a fun game. I mean, on a travel, got back late, and then having to play a day early. I was really impressed with the way the guys prepared for that game and the plays. I mean, Parker had a great game.
This is when he started getting going.
Yeah, this is when he started feeling healthy, and it's nice to see Parker when he's healthy because he's really fast, and so was Chase and the rest of the group, But felt like things came together. I mean, it wasn't a perfect game, but we saw some really good improvement and saw some progress that we made as a program during this week.
38-24 the final. BYU's 5-0, back on the road, and this was a wild one because the weather got involved down in Tucson as you took on Arizona.
Yeah, sneaking lightning, man. I thought we started out really quick and had a 14-0 lead, and then credit to Arizona at home. They found a way to come back and battle back, and we found ourselves as a team down by 10 again and down by double scores, and man, it was good to see our guys keep believing in themselves and working through it and just finding a way to win. I mean, that took us into overtime, double overtime, right? And so, and glad that we were able to get it done. But it was a complete team win, and that was hard going into Arizona and getting that victory.
And what you see behind us is the final play of the game. That incomplete pass sealed the deal, and you win the game in double overtime, 33-27. And then it was time for the Utah game. You had the Utes on your home field back on October 18th.
Yeah, great game. Felt really good about our prep and just going into this game, feeling good about the matchup altogether. We knew we had to be physical. Defensively, they got a lot of their yards. Most of it was on the outside, so we had to improve there. But we were opportunistic, made plays, and we found ourselves with a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, and really felt like we were in control of that game, especially towards the end of the game there.
And that touchdown run has become iconic already in BYU lore, the Bear Bachmeier touchdown run.
Let's get more of that. That'd be great.
24-21 the final over the U. And then Iowa State, the last game you played. Of course, we had a bye week since we last visited with you, but what a big win this was for BYU, going into a full house, great coach in Matt Campbell, and a strong defense always. And you found yourself down early in this one again.
Yeah, and then I mean, gave up a score on the first play, and huge credit to Fale Satuala, just stuck with it. And then he ended up playing really good, the rest of the game. And then that shows a lot of growth and a lot of maturity in him. And then just the guys just overall playing and just finding ways to be find some fortune in what we do.
Big play here.
We coach this, so, when we punt, people need to watch out for that. We got it. I mean, we got it last year too when we played SMU. So this it's not luck. It's things that we actually work on. You create your own luck if you coach it right, and K-Pop's been on it. But I love the response from the guys and the fact that we were able to get this big play by Fale here, that's the same game. He gave up that big touchdown and then showed up and did that, and then the rest was history, man. We ended up getting the 14-point victory, and the first 28 minutes we were down 24-10, so whatever we did in the first 28 minutes, that was okay. Offense scored 10 points. Defensively wasn't good enough, but we were down 24-10, and then the last 32, we won 31-3.
Yeah.
So let's just do that for 60 minutes, and I'll be okay.
Pretty simple formula, yeah. There it is. Wow, we just took you all the way to 8-0. 41-27 was that final there in Ames. And so 4 games left now in the regular season. Let's take a look at the schedule. We always do 3 columns of games here on the screen, and the 2 columns are now done, which leaves just the teams on the right. At Texas Tech, home to TCU, at Cincinnati, home to UCF. 4 games left in the regular season. We know that if BYU wins 3 of those 4 games, the Cougars are playing in Arlington in the Big 12 title game. You just want to win all 4, of course, but it's nice to know you put yourself in that position.
Yeah, I feel really, really good about what we've been able to do, the plan from the beginning, from January to now, and even the plan through the season. Thought we utilized the bye week perfect in what we getting the guys back and healthy, and then just knowing that we're going to have that bye week to make this push. Felt like we emptied the tank on Iowa State. They're coming off a bye, and that matchup. I mean, it was really good for us to go through that swing there and that all those 6 games in a row, you know, and to come out victorious in all of them, and now we should be more fresh, and we should be more prepared for Texas Tech going into this game and making a strong push for the end of the year.
You know, you always have to rationalize when the bye comes, right? But I think in this case, it probably came at about the best time for you.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah.
I mean, now that we're sitting here at 8-0, it was awesome.
Okay. As mentioned earlier, tonight marks the debut of the first college football playoff rankings of the 2025 season. Last year, 8-0, BYU entered the rankings at number 9. This year, 8-0, BYU has entered the rankings at number 7, as we've discussed. I think we're going to have the rankings up for you. Now, these aren't the actual rankings, it's the actual bracket because of the way the bracketing works. Virginia, although they're not ranked 11th, gets put at 11th as the 4th best conference champion projected, and Memphis as the 5th best conference champ gets put in at the 12th spot, even though they're well back of that. So that's what the bracket would look like. It's intriguing. It's a projection. You wouldn't complain about having Notre Dame come into your place in December to play a playoff game at LaVell Edwards Stadium.
No, I mean, honestly, I'm just so focused on this game this week. This is really nice, but I want our guys to be focused on what we're trying to accomplish this Saturday, and that's something really difficult. So it's going to take all our effort and our focus to get that done. That's great for everybody to look at.
It is great to be in the picture. It is great to be in the picture, but it means you've done something.
Yeah, exactly. But last year we were in the same position and we didn't do enough. And so really get back to, and if we didn't learn anything from last year to now, then it'd be on me. So the moment right now is for us to get better and stay focused on what we're trying to accomplish, and that's everything going into this game Saturday.